When you don't care what you can lose, and obviously that's including her, a relationship, that's including anybody that's there jeopardizing your growth, that's where you're going to get respected the most. A woman also loves when a man is understanding and knowing himself. So this is why where you don't want to be operating to just be pleasing her or to just do things that are just for her while you're even dealing with her, because you can end up kind of losing where you're like done for, where you're not going to do any more with her. In other words, when a woman's noticing that she has such a huge impact and basically you can't operate fully as a man, that's where she's like, okay, at this point, what do I have to do to now come around to submit to you? She doesn't have to do anything. And right now, I have a up to 70% sale going on. So it's 70% off certain items. A lot of them are different prices, but there's a lot of discounts going on right now. So it is Black Friday. If you don't want to miss out, you definitely can go get whatever it is, because obviously it's just going to be on sale for the Black Friday weekend. So check it out. The links are down there. And if y'all don't know, I do have consultations. I do have like bundle deals. I have a lot of stuff in Patreon as well. If you want to join the community, it's a free community. You can join, get exclusive video once a month, or you simply can become a regular member, get 250 plus. All sorts of stuff, 250 plus videos, mix of videos. There's a lot of all that down below, so check it out if you want to get more insight. All right, so back to the respect thing. I want you to understand that it can only work where if your mind is made up that like, I see where I'm going, and then you have so much trust and faith that you build into yourself. This is where anything that's going to get to your confidence, it should not any longer. However, when I said that you have to put certain things into place, or you have to do certain stuff that's actually going to be beneficial to you, it means that she has to know that, okay, well, if he is going to be her man, then at least this guy still is on top of everything. I'm saying this because even for females, they can lose themselves while they're in a relationship. They understanding and believing, and at this point, knowing that you're still going to be set straight. When people can actually like lose it all and get it back, or when people have their down seasons, but when you see that they're back on track, you're like, wow. Right? Because they want more, and it's all in their head. So it's the same thing with a woman that you desire. This is why also when guys do have options, or they've made a lot of success happen, and now woman is easier to deal with, or women even want them for their success, they're really picky, or they're not just choosing anybody, because at the same sense, it's all in their head. They know they can get more options, the one that they need. Now, I know we're not perfect, so it's like you're going to give yourself grace. You're going to be easy on yourself, but also you're going to be on track.
Now, when I say on track, I am saying that you are making sure that you're doing your end. That simply means that if you're, let's say, for instance, putting more pressure on yourself because you want to be pleasing this woman, or this woman's requiring you to be this way, or in general, honestly, including myself or anybody else is saying that you have to do these things, and it's not true to yourself, and obviously be logical, but if it's not true to yourself, then all you're doing is not respecting yourself. But also, in other words, what you're just showing is that people can have more let's say opinions and play a larger impact onto you. So back to a female, if you now let her be a part of your life, if you let her in your circle, if you let her be invested into, if you let her be your partner, etc. If somebody's telling you that, oh, you need to go harder, but you know your plan, you know you're doing this for this particular time to end up getting here, and that person, it could even be your family members, doesn't have to be somebody online or somebody that you're listening to or a book that you're reading, but if it's like your family members and they're telling you, oh, you're not qualified, or you need to do it now, or that's so sad of your situation, you would be literally setting yourself back and giving them power, and not living in your fullest potential, because you've accepted that. It's one thing to be aware, but once you accept something and you let it be your truth, that's when you're screwing yourself over. I'm a female, but I guess I could say no homo. I don't know if it makes sense to say that, but anyways, also, if you still have not commented your stories. Do that. I know it helps out other fellas, and I be in the comment section, so I be reading and helping y'all. And also just definitely like let it be known, like, what do you think has worked for you? What have you learned over the years that's crucial? It's not just in dating, it's literally in all aspects. And then lastly, don't forget that I do have the membership. Like, you can literally join for free. You get exclusive content that you will not get on YouTube unless you are a YouTube member, and YouTube membership is not free. So you definitely want to head on to Patreon to get that exclusive and get even more. It won't just be probably one video a month, but you don't want to miss out. There's already some out already, and there's a community being built there. And yeah, so my website, per usual, y'all know consultations are about anything, and find things on my website. That's there. There's literally so many different ranges and variations and varieties, so see what works for you. The links are down below. Now I'm gonna get into summing up and wrapping up this video. So I want it to be that you always have like this list or this thought process of like, okay, this is gonna respect me, right? Let's say your name is Daniel. Daniel is going to feel respected if he shows up for himself in the gym at least 3 times a week. Let's say your name is Brandon. Let's say your name is Kyle. Let's say your name is Anthony. Whatever your name is, you put your name there, and now add in what is necessary for you to feel like you are keeping promises, building yourself up. I am making this last part more about what you need to work on, but bottom line is, for my fellas that are more stuck on a female, bottom line is that they follow afterwards regardless. Like, even when you're doing great and you don't really like give them that much attention, you don't really want them, they are there. In other words, you don't have to put much effort. You've already put in the work onto you, which is really what a lot of men have to do, and what sometimes men don't even realize. They get too consumed, caught up on a female, especially when she takes that attention away from you, especially when, whether she says it, admit it or not, she's needy. Yes, fellas. So that's another topic for a different time, but to wrap it all up, this is so crucial for you to take that time back and just know that if you put in the work, you say that this is what you're going to do, even if it's 20 minutes out of 3 days of that week or 30 minutes, that could be what works for you. And remember, it's based off of your lifestyle. It's based off of your circumstances, situations. So stop worrying about the next man or the next female wanting this, or whose ever relationship looks like this. Whether you worry about it or it's being brought to you, it does not matter. You don't live for nobody else. You live for you. And I guess whoever else that matters, sometimes kids, etc. But with that being said, that's going to sum up this video. And I love y'all. I want y'all to keep taking care of yourselves. Y'all got this. Never doubt yourself. And remember, things always do get better. That's for a fact. So, go through what it is that you got to go through. Go through it every single time and just keep going. And you'll always make it out. I'm saying whether you're going through anything bad, but regardless, if it's good, enjoy it, okay? And I'll talk to y'all very much soon. Don't forget about the links. Bye, y'all.